Good morning. For those that maybe don't know me, my name is Gillian and I'm a registered yoga teacher, and I would like to welcome you to this now being week 13 of the yoga that we're able to offer and all the various activities that we can offer online. So let's come into a place where we can just take a moment to connect with ourselves. And I just want to share with you today about balance. We need a lot of balance in our lives, and that's just not within our physical body. We also need balance within our mental body, and we also need balance within the emotional self. So I would love to offer this practice to you today so that you can really focus on that theme that we'll use through the practice, balance. So let's begin by just settling down into our nervous system and trying to move more into the parasympathetic system. And that is really where we want to be, because in that area you can receive and have a feeling of a lot more contentment. You can feel a lot more connected to the moment, and the mind calms down with you. So there is that lovely inner connection. When we're in our fight or flight stress response, we're not thinking about ourselves, we're thinking about a reaction. And that has been very common within these last 10, 11, 12 into 13th week, right from the beginning even of the COVID-19, where we just don't know what's going to happen next. So we have that built up tension within. So I'm inviting you just to relax a little, spend this time just connecting with the breath and allowing yourselves to bring that word balance into the body, into the mind. So we're just going to sit up nice and tall for a moment and use a very simple mudra of the index finger and thumb just slightly touching. And this is all about the connection to the energy, because without that healing energy source, nothing or ourselves wouldn't be here. So we want to bring a sense of awareness into that energy and gratitude for the energy that is around us, that's supplying our body with the oxygen that it needs to function. So I would love for you to take a nice big deep inhale through your nose and just let that out through your mouth in a nice releasing breath. So again, we're going to bring balance into the breath, and this is a great way of soothing into the nervous system. So let's just think about an internal gentle count of 4, using the number 4. So as you inhale, try to breathe in for 4. Hold it at the top for 4 if you can. And release your breath for 4. Breathing in again for 4. If you need to change it to 3, do so. Holding at the top for 4. And releasing the breath for 4. One more round like this. Breathing in for 4. Holding at the top for 4. Relax the shoulders. And letting the breath release. And take a full big deep inhale through your nose. Just hold it at the top and let that go through your mouth in a and just return your awareness to the breath in a comfortable pattern for yourselves. From here, let's bring our hands to heart center, and we'll begin to move the body. Just dipping your chin down towards your chest, starting to acknowledge the spine, starting to round into the top of the spine. From here, just drop your hands onto kneecaps and then continue to round the spine, opening up into every vertebrae, thinking of the back body, opening and stretching, and now there's a gentle squeeze into the front body, opposites. Take an inhale, lift up through the crown of your head and gently glide forward from your heart. So we're just beginning to notice what the body feels like this morning. Do a little bit of movement, gentle swing. Take both hands over to your left side, maybe placing the right hand on the top of the left hand. Gently rock it out here. You'll feel a stretch into the right side body. Bring yourself back through center. Go to the opposite side, placing the left hand, if you wish, on the top of the right hand, and give a gentle sway here. Hold it for a moment, and then bringing yourselves back to center, stretch it out, and then walk those hands back up again. Just uncross the legs, give them a little shake, give the knees a roll, and cross your legs in the opposite direction. Going to come into a nice spinal twist. So you're just mobilizing into the spine, what we know as the Kundalini, which is the energy that runs from the tailbone right up through to the crown of your head. So I want you to take your left hand over to your right knee. With an inhale, lift up and look over the right shoulder. Try to keep a sense of balance on the sitting bones. Feel the squeeze in the tummy. Wrap the right arm around your back if you wish. Hold it here. Notice the experience. Notice where the mind is. Try to keep it in the body. Keep focused on you. Then bring yourselves back to center, taking right hand over to your left knee. Inhale through the crown of your head, and let's look over the left shoulder. Wrapping the left arm around your back, squeezing into the belly. Just hold it here for a moment. Notice the difference from side to side. Then gently bring yourself back to center, placing the hands in front, lift up from the heart and glide forward from the chest. Just stretching forward. Have a little bit of freedom here, a little bit of sway, balancing into the hips. You'll have noticed this now in the leg that's in front, and that's why we cross the legs in the opposite direction, so we get an even stretch from side to side. Gently walk those hands back up again, and take your hands behind your hips and lift your heart towards the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and down. If you want to push up onto your knees, you're welcome to go there. Lift the chest. Then gently return your hips towards the earth. And then from here, let's just shake out those legs, and we're going to make our way round onto all fours. So just bringing yourselves round. Hands are nice and flat, knees hip distance apart, hands resting under the shoulders. Then from here, just begin to push your hips to the right side as you look over the left shoulder, squeezing into left side. Switching sides, let your hips rock to the left, look over your right shoulder. Hold it here for a moment. Let's do that again. Switch your hips to the right and take your gaze over towards the left shoulder. One more time, swish to the left and look over the right shoulder. Hold it here for a moment and bring yourselves back to center. Then from here, I would love for you to curl your left knee in, try to bring your chin towards your nose, and then push that left leg out. Inhale, bring it in, squeeze into the tummy. Exhale, push it out as we look forward. You've one more. Inhale, bring it in, squeeze. Exhale, push it out long and strong. Take your left leg to the earth, right leg lifts. Inhale, bring the right knee in, squeeze. Exhale, push it away. Inhale, bring it in, squeeze. Exhale, float it back, bring your gaze forward. One more, bring it in, squeeze. Exhale, push it away. Then very gently, let's bring our knee down again. Open the knees out nice and wide. Bring your big toes together. Set your bottom on your heels and either come onto your forearms or lengthen on down towards the earth. Just hold it here for a moment. Give a gentle sway. Feel that balance in the hips as you rock from left to right. Then from here, let's bring the body back up again, and you're going to come up into a downward facing dog. So place those hands nice and flat, longest finger centered, ground the hands, tuck the toes in. Inhale, lift the tailbone up towards the sky. Drawing the chin into chest, give a very gentle sway here. I want you to feel as if you're dropping your hips down towards your heels, yet lifting up out of those shoulders, squeezing chin to chest, belly button to spine, root lock solid. Let's rise up super high in the balls of the feet and bend now both knees towards your chest. Focus on broadening the upper back.
Visualize you're opening your shoulder blades, your armpits to each side of your room. Exhale, open the armpits up, hold it here. Breathe into this place, then gently let your heels fall back towards the earth, trying to lift the tippy toes away from the mat. You'll feel a lengthening right from the Achilles, right up the calf, right up into the hamstrings. And then I would love for you here just to walk your hands back towards your feet. So you come into like a ragdoll position. Hold on to the outer edge of your elbows, trying to keep the legs as straight as you can. Draw into the tummy to protect the back and gently sway here. So I want you to feel as if you're pushing the backs of your legs into the space behind you and just gently sway it out here. Bit of free movement, just swaying from side to side. Then center in the middle, bend your right knee only and take your body over to the left side for a moment. And you'll feel a more intense stretch into the left leg. Just hold it here for a breath. Then straighten up the right leg, come back into center, bend your left knee, let your body spill to the right side. Hold it here. What do you notice from side to side? Different experience. Then bring yourself back to center, straightening both legs for a moment and just hang here, keeping tummy tight. Hold it for a breath. Then release those arms towards the earth. Give the shoulders a nice roll. Keep your drishti to the earth, your gaze, soften the knees and carefully lift up, stacking each vertebrae one by one. Drawing up so we come up to a nice standing tall position and we move into what we know as Tadasana, our mountain pose. So feet are grounded into the earth, tuck the tailbone in, lift up through the crown of your head and try and turn the palms slightly forward. Just close your eyes for a moment and notice maybe gentle tingling, maybe gentle warmth in the palms of the hands. Notice the balance through both feet. Are we even from left to right? Try to be from the heels to the tippy toes, really planting into the earth, because we're going to move into a few balances. So I'd love for you to bring your hands onto your waist. Step forward with your left foot and leave your right tippy toes on the earth. So the weight is now into the left leg. From here, we keep the heart lifted. Squeeze the waist and then gently tip forward, pushing the energy out through the right heel. I need you to think of balancing in the hips. So it's not about the height of the back leg. It's more about the tilt of the hips. So you've got two headlights on the hip bones. You can move your hands from here into heart center, moving into what we know as warrior three pose. The full pose is stretching the arms out in front, but you don't need to go there. Your hands can be at heart center, your hands can be on the waist. Feel that into that left leg. How grounded are you? Then very gently inhale. Let's bring that right leg back towards the earth. Let's go opposite side. Take the left leg back onto your left tippy toe. Squeeze the waistline. Take your deep inhale, ground into the right big toe. Breathe in. And as you're exhaling, lengthen forward. Extend out through the back heel. Flare those toes on the back foot. Notice the balance of both shoulders with the hips. Push through that heel. Rooted and grounded and balanced, keeping the mind in the body, bringing the hands to heart center or stretch those arms out in front if you wish. Hold it here. Do what feels good for you, bringing the hands in if they were out and allow the left leg slowly to come back down towards the earth. Release those arms by your sides again, standing tall in Tadasana. Heart is open. Take a deep inhale to the pit of your belly and let it go through the mouth. Moving into another balance known as tree pose. You're going to stand onto the left foot, grounded, and you've lots of options here. You can just keep your right knee turning out with your foot still resting beside your left
inner heel, or you can lift it up below the knee, or you continue to bring it right up into the groin area of the inner left thigh. I want you to visualize you're pushing thigh to foot and foot to thigh to get that connection. The knee is open, and we can bring our hands here to heart center. Feel how rooted you are into that left foot. Don't worry if you wobble or balance or even fall out of it. It doesn't matter. Just come back into it. If you want to take this a little deeper, take both arms up to the sky, and then those branches of your tree begin to wave. So gently flow those branches. They don't need to be big movements, just very small, subtle movements. Thinking of the balance in the body, thinking of the balance of your breath. Few more. Enjoy this experience. And then very gently bring those hands back down to heart center. Hold it for a moment. And just slowly release the right leg back down towards the earth. If you need to shake out that left leg, do so, because it's been taking the whole weight. Let's bring that balance into the body by standing firmly onto the right foot. Take the left foot, maybe keep tippy toes on the earth. If you need that, that's fine. Lift it up a little for a challenge, or take that foot right up into the inner right thigh. Knee open, core strong, lift up from the crown of your head. Hands to heart center, that might be enough for you. Or if you wanted the challenge of taking the arms up towards the sky and then letting your branches just gently move, just like the trees. You're rooted into the earth. Don't worry if there's a wobble going on, or even if you fall out of it, smile at yourself. It's no big deal. Just enjoy the experience. And then when you're ready, bring those arms back down to heart center. Hold it here for a moment. And slowly release the left leg back down towards the earth. Shake out the right leg. Then I would love for us from here just to stand with the feet turned out. Just a little bit of work into the inner thighs, building strength into these legs. Let's gently bring our hands out to the side, palms facing up the way. And I would love for you to push your knees out the way, not in. So gently drop down to where feels good for you. Maybe give a little sway here. Gentle sway. Where do we feel it? In the legs, in the groin, round by the butt cheeks, and then push up. Again, I'd love for you to sink down again. Release down, hold it, tuck the tailbone in. Your challenge here would maybe to lift the heels off the earth. You don't have to do this. Pulse here for 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and rise up again. Release the arms down. If you want to shake out those legs, do so. We're going to do one more set. So again, just gently turning the toes facing out. Take your arms out to the side, palms facing up, and just gently bend into those knees as if the knees are pushing out over the toes. Sink. Hold it here. Keep the heart lifted. Breathe here. You may just want to hold it here static, or you may want to come up onto the balls of the feet and pulse. And 2 and 3 and 4. Let's gather that energy this time. As we rise, hold it on the balls of the feet into a balance. Breathe here for 2 and 3 and 4. Release the arms down, release the heels down, and stand back together in your Tadasana, that rooted, grounded pose like a mountain. Palms facing forward. If you fancy closing your eyes here for a moment, just to observe what's going on internally. Noticing the breath, noticing the energy maybe tingling into the fingers. Notice the feet, the toes spread really wide into the earth, the drop down through the heels. Take a deep inhale to the pit of your belly, and then a clearing breath through the mouth. One more balance, and then we'll come down onto the earth. Let's stand on the left foot,
And this time I'd love for you to draw your right knee up towards your chest, but try not to lean forward. Give that ankle a little roll. Any blockages there, you may hear a little pop, you may hear a little crack, get rid of any tension. And then I would love for you to see if you could release your hands. You don't have to. See if you can keep the knee up here and hold it for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Take the knee back up again, open it out a little to like 45 degrees. Release the hands and see if you can hold it there for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Brilliant. Hold it in again, open it out a little wider. Can you release and hold it for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring that knee to center and release it down towards the earth. Shake it out. Give those hips a little bit of movement. Let that energy flow. And then let's come to the opposite side. So standing on the right foot, bring the left knee up. Draw it up to where is your edge. Give that ankle a roll. Get rid of any tension. And then when you're ready, release the hands if you can for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Draw it in. Take it out to like 45 degrees. You can still hold it or release for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring it in. Open it out as far as you wish. Hold it for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring the knee to center and slowly release it back to the mat. Standing back into that lovely mountain pose. It's a great pose for building self-worth, confidence, and that lovely connection, and balance from left side body to right side body. So from here, guys, we're going to come down onto the mat. We're going to lie down, bringing ourselves into what we know as a bridge pose. So just lying down onto the back. Bring the knees into chest for a moment and give those knees a little circle. Massaging the base of the spine. Feels good. Notice the breath. Notice the mind. Notice heart center. Then drop those feet to the earth. Keep the heels hip distance apart. Ground through the soles of your feet. Reach your fingertips towards the heels. Chin towards the sky. When you're ready, inhale, lift the hips up. If you fancy rocking your shoulder blades towards each other, then go there. Try to lift up, keeping the chin to the sky. Lengthen out through the neck as if you're lifting chest to chin. If you want to interlace the hands under your back, go there. Keep the knees parallel with the hips. Breathe into this space. Hold it here. If you want to try rising up onto the balls of your feet, drop the heels down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Release those hands. Let your bottom come back down towards the earth. And then very gently, just hover the knees. Bring your arms into goddess posture. Just capital L shapes, bent from shoulder to elbow and then fingertips facing back. Give a little gentle sway with the hips. Rocking the knees from side to side. Feels good. Gentle, gently. How does that feel? Right across the lower back. Then when you're ready, I'd love for you to take your right leg down and stretch it out. And then bring that left knee in towards the chest. Hold it here for a moment. From here, take your left arm out to the side, palm facing up, and let's come into a nice spinal twist as you drop that left leg over to the right side. Look towards your left palm. Hold it here. Nice twist into the body. Keep the tummy tight. Breathe into this space. How does that feel? Relax the jawline. Then very gently bring that left knee back in again. Bring your chin up and tap it to your knee and hold it here for a moment. And then let's exchange legs. Bring the right knee in, tap it in. Let your head melt back. Right arm out to the side in line with your shoulder, palm up. And then bring that right leg as you inhale over to the left side. Take your gaze over to your right palm. Relax the shoulders, squeeze the tummy, and notice where you feel this in your body. Hold it for a moment. Jawline super soft. Nice twist into the body, releasing any tension, releasing toxins. Then carefully bring yourself back to center. Take an inhale, bring your chin up to your knees for a moment, just realigning the spine. And then let your head melt back and just opening up into baby pose. Let's hold on to the soles of our feet. Open the knees up beside the body. And then I would love for you to try and draw your knees down towards the earth, keeping the lower back on the mat. So you're trying to tap down on the left side with the left knee to the earth, and then with the right knee towards the earth. And then if you can, try to draw both knees down. Give a gentle squeeze here. Hold it for a moment. Play about with it. Rock it out. Do what's good for you. And then very gently release the legs down. Have a lovely big stretch. Lengthen the arms over the head. Stretch as far as you can. Breathe into this space. How does that feel? Then all I ask you to do from here is to curl up into a lovely little tiny ball. So bring your chin up towards your knees. Reach towards the soles of your feet. Hug it in super tight. As if you're going to squeeze that energy into your body. Just hold it here. Feels good. Squeeze it in. All that positive balancing that you've been doing this morning. And then gently release as you meet yourself in Savasana. So just let your heels become soft. The backs of the knees, the butt cheeks. Notice the natural alignment of your spine. Just resting your arms, palms up beside the body. Let the shoulder blades be heavy. Let the back of the head rest into the earth. Feel your body nice and heavy, making your own imprint into the earth. If you want to place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your abdominal area, you're welcome to do so. But take a full deep inhale through the nose and let it out through the mouth. And just fall into this special place. It's like the final chapter of your book, Savasana. You wouldn't miss it. We digest our energy, we receive the energy. It's healing. It helps you get to know yourselves on a different level. So just learning to be still, showing yourself much compassion, self-love, connection. Letting the heart fill with a sense of internal happiness and peace. Take a moment to observe how you are without judgment. How am I within my physical body? Are there any further sticky bits I need to readjust and move? How am I within my mental body? Keeping the mind within the body. Paying attention to how you're feeling. Being very honest with yourselves. As we're now in week 13. So we want to keep our immune system strong. We want to keep our mental health strong, our physical body strong, our resilience. So let's offer a big deep inhale through your nose and an exhale through your mouth. Let go. And begin to turn a little bit of movement into fingers, toes, maybe a stretch, maybe a nice little hug, whatever's good for you today. And then carefully just drop over to whatever side feels right, curling up into what we know as a safe, restored, fetal position. It's like a new beginning. We've let go of what was, and now we can look forward to what has to come with certainty, with clarity, with awareness, and that word balance. So let's bring ourselves back up again as we finish our practice together. Just sitting up super tall, that lovely spine, that energy flowing. Bringing your hands to heart center. Left and right side body reading in the middle. And take a deep inhale through the nose. And let it out through your mouth. And seal your practice this morning with a nice inward smile. Raising your hands lightly. Namaste. I bow with each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed this morning's practice. Keep safe, keep well, and give yourselves a well-deserved clap this morning. Thank you.